today, Katarina and I decided to head out for a sunset shoot, but not any sunset shoot, because I haven't done any street photography in a while. I've really enjoyed making some of the tutorial videos, but the summer here, especially in Berlin, is just perfect for some street shooting. But the challenge today is going to be very unique because, like the title says, I'm going to be shooting on the SONY the SONY 11mm 1.8, the AP, oh man, I can't even speak, the APS-C lens that I'm using with the Sony a7 IV, which in crop mode will put this lens at 16mm, but there's a little secret. You can punch out into full frame mode, crop in a little bit, and get a 13mm point of view. So as you can see right now, we are in an area that is incredibly popular for some summer drinking and chilling. So I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of interesting people as well to shoot. The first challenge that I can already see by taking a couple of quick shots is that trying to get up and close and personal to people to get a decent shot of someone so they don't look this big is going to be quite challenging. And that's why, for me, I love shooting street photography with the 85mm, because you can get really close up to someone without getting really close up to someone. So this is going to push my boundaries of comfort a little bit when it comes to taking photos of people, but that'll also help me grow as a creator. So let's take a couple shots, and then I will put my 4 favorite at the very end of the entire shoot. So that's my goal today, is to get 4 really great shots. And then I'll put a bunch of other ones up too as well. So let's get to shooting. When it hits you in the chest, like, all right. Okay, so I took a couple shots, but before we continue with our mission, the mission right now is to have a couple drinks. And Katarina is going to do it the German way, which is open a bottle with another bottle.
Oh God.
Woo! On camera, she got a little nervous. Usually she can do that in one try. That's a skill of a German, right? Being able to open any bottle with anything. Now, in North America, there's a lot of twist-offs, but here in Europe and in Germany especially, there's no twist-offs. So you have to be able to open with your teeth, on your kneecap, on anything. There's a bunch of memes about it going around. So, cheers.
Hey, don't it feel good? Yeah. When it hits you in the chest like. See, I don't got a lot of money, but I got a lot of friends now. And my friends, real friends, ain't the type.
So I love shooting photos with this 11mm from Sony. And it's really great for a lot of landscapes, and especially for the wide vlog shots like this. But for street photography, I have found that you really want to get close like this, because when the subject is far away like I just was, it doesn't feel intimate at all. It doesn't really tell the story, especially if it's people style street photography. So even though I'm having a lot of fun with this, what I'm finding is that I just need to take a lot of really quick snaps, and it ends up being groups of people because it's a wider frame. And if I'm really bold enough, then I can get nice and close into my one subject. I've been having the camera set on aperture priority. What's really great about this lens is you can set it to 2.8 or even 1.8 to get like that blurred out foreground and then your subject a little further back. And this lens is really great because it's one of the only really wide lens that has such a low aperture. So it's been fun. We've changed locations now. We are now at the Oberbaumbrücke, still in Kreuzberg. This area is so lively on the weekend, so we decided to come here and give ourselves the best chance for some cool street photography. We started at Admiralbrücke, which is a great place to start at the early part of the sunset, and as the sun starts to get a little lower towards blue hour, you want to come to this bridge, which is Oberbaumbrücke, because you get that beautiful background of the Alex Tower, the water. We're going to try to shoot a couple more shots. It's starting to get really lively here because I think the sky is going to blow up pink. And then, yeah, I'll sign off as soon as I finish grabbing my shots.
Cause we gon' be here all night. Hey, and keep the meter running. Cause
So these next 4 shots are my favorite from the evening. This first one is my favorite because when we got to the first location, it was around dinner time and really busy. So there was this one super busy pizza shop where everyone was lining up waiting for their pizzas. And at that right moment, the one guy was coming out of the front entrance with his pizzas while everyone was just peeking in, waiting for their pizza. And that little boy was just bent just perfectly, trying to see if his pizza was ready. I love how a wide angle lens can capture a super fun story like this. This next shot I really love because he is a typical guy from Berlin and he's always rolling around with his little electric motorbike. And at that moment when he was stopping for a cigarette break, everyone was admiring it. And at that exact moment as well, he took a step back to also admire his bike. Can you catch the little ducky also wearing the motorbike helmet? I love that the 1.8 aperture on the 11mm lens allows you to blur out the foreground a little bit while keeping him in focus. This next shot is from that same bridge. I just thought this guy looked really cool. He was meditating or something with his beer in his hand after he had finished busking on the streets. And it's just really cool to see the whole story and everything else around him. And the street is crazy because there's just so many people always drinking on that bridge with their bottle caps that with a tighter lens, again, you don't get that whole story. This last shot was from the second location, which is the Oberbaumbrücker Bridge. And that little jazz trio band was playing. And this girl who just rolled up in her really cool tennis looking outfit was admiring them, and she went to go give them some money. And as she came back, she turned around perfectly, smiled, and I was able to get a shot. Now, do I think it would have been better with a tighter focal length? It probably would have isolated her a little bit better. But with this wider look, you get to see the bridge on the water, the band behind her, and the really cool perspective of that super unique bridge.
So that is pretty much it with this street session. It was incredibly fun and also nerve-wracking because getting up in people's personal space is something that I'm not always inclined to do. Whoa, check out the train behind me here with all the graffiti. Definitely would have took a photo of that, but we're filming the outro. Let's stay concentrated on that. It was a lot of fun. Getting up in people's space is a little bit challenging, but sometimes it can get you some really cool looks. I didn't do it often. I think I want to work on it and get even closer. But I will say the 11mm lens is perfect for postcard-like photos with a bit of a wider frame, and it's not the best for isolating single subjects. But having said that, I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed this lens. Thank you for all the love on the video for this lens. It's still one of my favorite lenses to film with. Like, look how wide this is. It looks absolutely insane. So, until the next video, like, share, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions about this lens and for it regarding photography, because I haven't done a lot of just dedicated photography videos with this lens, leave it in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer it. But until then, the sun is about to set. We're going to head home. And that's it here from Berlin. So, as always, live passionately, stay inspired.